Lagrange's linear partial differential equations. Today, let us discuss non-linear partial differential equations. The definition is this: a partial differential equation of first order in which P and Q occur other than in the first degree is called non-linear partial differential equation of first order. Now let us think of the solutions of non-linear partial differential equations. See, we are going to bifurcate these non-linear partial differential equations into 5 types, and we shall discuss them one by one. First one is type 1. Equations of the type f of p comma q is equal to 0. Means equations containing only p and q. No x, no y, no z. It contains only p and q. Such equations. How to solve them? Let us discuss here. Let the solution of this equation be set. Z is equal to ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. You have to assume the solution of this equation as z is equal to ax plus by plus c. And now differentiate equation 2 partially with respect to x and y. Thereby we get different partial derivative of z with respect to x is dou z by dou x, which is denoted by p, and is equal to the right hand side differentiation by partial differentiation by x is a. This is 0, this is 0. So thus we get p is equal to a. And next, dou z by dou y, partial derivative of z with respect to y is dou z by dou y, which is of course denoted by q. And the right hand side differentiation partially with respect to y is, this is 0, this is b, this is 0. So we get q is equal to b. Thus we have obtained p is equal to a and q is equal to b here. Putting these values of p and q in equation number 1, we get f of a comma b is equal to 0. This is the required solution. Okay, it is very simple. It is very simple. How we are going to get the solution of a differential equation of type 1 is just by replacing p by a and q by b. That's all. Q by b. See, from this f of a comma b we get, from this relation one can obtain b in terms of a as a function of a, as b is equal to phi a, b is equal to phi a. Now the general solution or complete solution is given by z is equal to ax, you write it as it is, plus b, instead of b you write phi a into y plus c. And this definitely here a and c are arbitrary constants. This is the required solution. Okay, so here first point is you have to look after it is a type 1 means it must contain only p and q. If it contains only p and q, then it is of type 1. Then what would be the solution? One has to assume that z is equal to ax plus by plus c as its solution, so that p is equal to a and q is equal to b. Substitute those values in the given equation. And from that relation, try to obtain b in terms of a and put those values of b here in the second equation, that is z is equal to ax plus phi a into y plus c. Very simple, and definitely the questions are of this type will be for 2 marks in the examination. Okay, now let us take up the examples here. Example 1 is this: solve p square plus q square is equal to 1m. And observe, it contains only p and q, so it is of type 1. It is of type 1. In order to solve this, the same procedure we have to adopt here. Given equation is here p square plus q square is equal to 1. Call it as equation number 1. Let z is equal to ax plus by plus c be the complete solution of equation number 1. So that dou z by dou x, which is nothing but p, is equal to a, and dou z by dou y is equal to what it is, b. Yes, substituting these values in equation number 1, we get, yes, what is your equation number 1? P squared plus q squared is equal to 1. A squared plus b squared is equal to 1. From this relation, one can find b in terms of a. This implies that b squared is equal to 1 minus a squared, which implies that b is equal to root of 1 minus a squared. Therefore, the general solution is yes, it is z is equal to ax plus, instead of b, write root of 1 minus a squared into y plus c, where a and c are arbitrary constants. A and c are arbitrary constants. Very simple it is. Similarly, you can solve p squared minus q squared is equal to 1. I will give you this as a homework for you. Same time. Next, let us take up the second example here. Solve p squared into q cube is equal to 1. P squared into q cube is equal to 1. Solution. First you write down the given equation. Given equation is p squared into q cube is equal to 1. Call it as equation number 1. Let, same method, let z is equal to ax plus by plus c be the complete solution of equation number 1 here. So that, same steps, so that p is equal to a and q is equal to b. Substituting these values in equation number 1. Substituting these values in equation number 1, we get, yes, what we get here? P squared means a squared into q cube is b cube is equal to 1. This implies that b cube is equal to 1 by a square. This implies that b is equal to cube root of 1 by a square. Or you can write it as 1 by a square whole to the power 1 by 3. Right? Therefore, the general solution or complete solution is z is equal to ax, write it as it is, plus b means cube root of 1 over a squared or 1 by a squared whole to the power 1 by 3 into y plus c, where of course a and c are the arbitrary constants. This is our required solution. Next, one more example I will take here. Third example, solve P is equal to e to the power q. P is equal to e to the power q. Okay? Yes. Solution given equation is P is equal to e to the power q. Call it as equation number 1. Observe here it contains only P and Q here. Therefore it is of type 1. Let the general solution is z is equal to ax plus by plus c. So that dou z by dou x is equal to P is equal to a. Dou z by dou y is equal to b. Substituting these values in equation number 1, we get P is equal to, means a is equal to e to the power q is b. Yes. With the help of this, you have to find b. Yes, what is b now? Yes, correct. It is b is equal to log a to base by the very definition of logarithms. Then the general solution is, it is z is equal to ax plus b is log a to base e into y plus c, where a and c are arbitrary constants. This is the general solution. Next, let us take up one more example here. Say solve p plus q plus pq is equal to 0. Yes, the given example is this: p plus q plus pq is equal to 0. Call it as equation number 1 and observe it contains only p and q. So let us suppose here z is equal to ax plus by plus c be the complete solution. So that p is equal to a and q is equal to b. Substituting this in equation number 1, we get what we get here. It is p means a plus q means b plus pq. ab is equal to 0. With the help of this, you have to find the value of b. So for that, what you do, among these two terms, you take b as a common factor. 1 plus a is equal to, transfer a to right hand side, minus a it is. This implies that b is equal to minus a divided by 1 plus a. Therefore, the complete solution is what it is. Z is equal to ax plus b is minus a divided by 1 plus a into 1 plus c, where of course a and c are arbitrary constants. This is our solution. Okay. And similarly, you can write down some of the examples as a homework. Solve the following. Solve the following. Example number 1 is solve the following. Example number 1 is p squared into q squared is equal to 1. Next, example 2 is root p plus root q is equal to 1. Third one is p squared plus q squared is equal to m into pq. Fourth one, pq is equal to 1. pq is equal to 1. Fifth one, p squared plus 6p plus 2q cubed plus 4 is equal to 0. Sixth one, q is equal to e to the power minus p by d. Say these are the other examples, you can solve them easily. And of course, some of the equations are there which are not of type 1, but one can convert that into type 1 by making use of suitable substitutions, and such equations are called equations reducible to type 1. Equations reducible to type 1 it is. Equations reducible to type 1. Okay. Say, first type of examples will be given for 2 marks, but this type of examples will be given for 5 marks. Okay. And let me illustrate through the example itself. Solve this here, right? Solve the equation. Solve this equation. X squared p squared plus y squared q squared is equal to z squared. X squared p squared plus y squared q squared is equal to z squared. See, this is not of type 1. Why? Because it contains x and y with p and q. P and q ಜೊತೆಗೆ x and y ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ, ಜೊತೆಗೆ z ಕೂಡ ಇದೆ. So it is not of type 1, but with the help of some suitable substitutions we can convert it into type 1 here. How I will show you. Yes, first you write down the given equation here. Given equation is what it is: x squared p squared plus y squared q squared is equal to z squared. And first point is it should not contain x, y, z. So first let us remove z here. For that, divide by z squared on both the sides. What happens? X squared p squared, we have to remove. We have to divide this by each term by z squared plus y squared q squared by z squared is equal to z squared by z squared is 1. This may be even written as in this fashion: xp by z whole squared. Am I right? Yes, sir. A squared by b squared form may be written as a by b whole squared plus. Similarly, this yq divided by z whole squared is equal to 1. Better call this equation as equation number 1 here. And by making use of suitable substitutions, we can convert this into type 1. Yes. For that, make use of these substitutions. Put u is equal to log x. U is equal to log x. V is equal to log y. And w is equal to log z. You make use of these substitutions. Differentiating these partially with respect to x, y, z, we get dou u by dou x. Partial derivative of u with respect to x is dou u by dou x is equal to derivative of log x is 1 over x. Dou v by dou y is equal to 1 over y similar, and dou w by dou z is equal to what? 1 by z. Right? Now you can observe here what is p. As we know what is p here. No. What is small p? Dou z by dou x. Is it right? ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದೇ. It is p is equal to dou z by dou x. This so this can be written as, now you say z dou z by dou x I wanted to find, but here z is a function of x and x is a function of u. Using chain rule, that is dou z by dou x may be written as dou z by dou u into dou u by dou x, right? Dou z by dou x, by using chain rule it may be written as dou z by dou u into dou u by dou x. This is equal to dou z by dou u, write it as it is, into dou u by dou x is equal to 1 over x, right? 1 over x. So on cross multiplication, p to x is px or xp. Xp is equal to, but it is dou z by dou u, it is dou z by dou u. Similarly, what is q is equal to, q is, as we know, it is dou z by dou y. It can be written as dou z by dou u into dou u by dou y is equal to dou z by dou u, write it as it is, into dou u by dou y, we know it is 1 over y. Thus we have obtained q is equal to 1 over y into dou z by dou u. And on cross multiplication, you can see it is yp is equal to yq is equal to dou z by dou v, is dou z by dou u, it is dou z by dou. Is it right? Allah. Dou z by dou u ne? Ili dou z by dou v into dou v by dou. Dou z by dou v is. Is it right? So we have obtained what? Xp is equal to dou z by dou u and yq is equal to dou z by dou v. Now let us see what is your dou w by dou u here. Now dou w by dou u. Yes, tell me what is dou w by dou u here. W is a function of z. Okay, w is a function of z. I wanted to find dou w by dou u. Then what is it? Very good. It is dou w by dou z into dou z by dou u, it is. Dou w by dou z is what? 1 over z. 1 over z into dou z u by dou u is what? Dou z by dou u. Dou z by dou u, that you have to write it as it is. Dou z by dou u is xp, it is. Okay? Dou z by dou u is xp. Okay. Similarly, let us find what is dou w by dou v is. Dou w by dou v. Okay, tell me. Now, this is equal to dou w by dou z into dou z by dou v, it is. Dou w by dou z, as we learned, it is 1 over z. And dou z by dou v is yq, it is. Y into q. Okay. You see here your xp by z is dou w by dou u. And yq by z is our dou w by dou u. Okay. Now with the help of these equations, your equation number 1 becomes, what is your equation number 1? Xp by z whole square plus yq by z whole square is equal to 1. Yes. Now xp by z is what? Dou w by dou u. And yq by z is what? Dou w by dou u. Therefore, equation number 1 becomes becomes yes, what it is now? It is xp by z is dou w by dou u whole square plus yq by z is what? Dou w by dou v whole square is equal to 1. Call this equation as equation number 2 here. See, previously we have denoted dou z by dou x by small p and dou z by dou y by small p. Now let us denote dou w by dou u by capital P here, capital P plus P whole square is there, put it as it is, dou w by dou v by q whole square is equal to 1. Call this equation as equation number 3. Okay, it is your convenience. Of course, you might have written here where what is P here, where capital P is dou w by dou u and capital Q is dou w by dou v is. Instead of dou z by dou x and small p, dou w by dou u I have written it as capital P. And instead of dou z by dou y I have written dou w by dou v and I have denoted by capital P. It is just my convenience. Is it okay? And now you say, thus the equation 3 is clearly containing only P and Q. Therefore, we have converted the given equation into type 1, which is of type 1. Which is of type 1 it is. Clearly, this equation 3 is of type 1. Which is of type 1 it is. If at all, if it is an equation of type 1, what is your solution? Z is equal to ax plus by plus c. If at all, if it is z, it is in terms of small p and small q. Small p stands for dou z by dou x. Small q stands for dou z by dou y. But here it is entirely different. See, capital P instead of small p, we will make use of capital P, which denotes dou w by dou u. And instead of small q, we have made use of capital Q, which stands for dou w by dou v here. Okay. So what would be your solution now? Come on, tell me. What would be your solution? Let ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ರಿ, z is equal to ax plus by plus c ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Instead of z, what you have to take? W is equal to a into, instead of x, what you have to take? U plus, instead of y, what you have to take? V plus c. Of course, where a, b, c are arbitrary constants. Okay, this step is important. Instead of z, you have to take w. Instead of x and y, you have to take u and p here. Let w is equal to au plus bv plus c. Okay, call this equation as equation number 4. Differentiate this equation for partially with respect to u and v here. U and v. Yes, we get what we get here. Differentiating one partially with respect to u and v here. What we get? Come on, tell me. Yes, partial derivative of w with respect to u is dou w by dou u is equal to partial derivative of the right hand side with respect to u is a, and similarly partial derivative of w with respect to v is dou w by dou v, and here partial derivative of the right hand side is b. Okay, same steps. Substituting or putting these values in equation number 1. In equation number not 1, it is 3. It is 3 p squared plus q squared. In equation number 3, we get what it is dou w by dou u. That is nothing but p, capital P. You can write this is equal to capital P. This is equal to capital P. Yes, it is a squared plus b squared is equal to 1. This implies that b squared is equal to 1 minus a squared. This implies that b is equal to square root of 1 minus a squared. See, instead of small a and small b, one can use capital A and capital B also here. Okay. Yes. Now therefore the complete solution or the general solution is, it is this w is equal to a into u, write it as it is, plus v is what, root of 1 minus a squared into v plus c. That is, what is your w? By your substitution, log z is equal to a into u is log x plus root of 1 minus a squared into v is log y plus c. Even if you want, you can take log c here, log c. Instead of this, you can take c or log c, anyone you can take. And remember, always the solution must be in terms of x, y and z. Okay, you should not put in terms of u and v. After all, they are the substitutions. Okay, u is equal to log x, v is equal to log y, w is equal to log z. Those are our substitutions. Okay, so finally your solution must be in terms of x, y, z. Okay, this is the required complete solution. Finally, you have to write where a and c are arbitrary constants. Okay, like this you can convert some of the equations which are not of type 1 to type 1 by making use of suitable substitution. Okay, I will give you some of the examples and also the suitable substitutions. For the next examples, you will solve them as homework. Okay, solve the following, correct? These examples as homework. You take solve the following. Example number 1 is z squared into p squared x squared plus q squared plus is equal to 1. Is equal to 1. It is not of type 1 because it involves x and z. In order to do this, you make use of this substitution. Put u is equal to log x. The substitutions also I will give you. With the help of these substitutions, you solve it. Second one is z squared into p squared by x squared plus q squared by y squared is equal to 1. Here you make use of these substitutions. Put u is equal to x squared and v is equal to y squared. V is equal to y squared. Next, the third one is z squared into p squared x squared plus q squared is equal to 1. I think it is repeated. P squared x squared plus q squared is equal to 1. Make use of this substitution. Okay. This is just you just solve these two examples. Okay. With this, let us move on to type 2 examples in your next class.